Hey everyone, 2026 is shaping up to be one of the best years in gaming in a long time. While most people are focused on the obvious big titles, there are games on this list that I think are genuinely going to change the conversation. Some are from studios you may never have heard of. Some are from developers with serious pedigree, trying something completely new. All of them are worth your attention. These are 10 games I genuinely think will blow up this year, and some of them are flying way under the radar right now. Let's get into it. Tides of Annihilation is a fantasy action-adventure game from Eclipse Glow Games, a Chinese studio backed by Tencent. London has been destroyed by an invasion from another realm. You play as Gwendolyn, the last surviving human in the city, who must recover fragments of the Holy Grail, find her sister, and save both modern ruined London and the mythical realm of Aphelion. The entire story is rooted in Arthurian legend, and the developers spent years researching British culture and King Arthur mythology to do it properly. The gameplay is fast, combo-driven, closer to Devil May Cry than any Souls-like. You have 4 weapons and can command more than 10 legendary Knights of the Round Table, each with unique abilities you can combine mid-fight. A dual world mechanic lets you shift between modern London and the ancient Minoan era. Events in the past directly affect the present. The game is 30+ hours long and voices Gwendolyn through Jennifer English, who you may know as Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3 and who won Best Performance at the Game Awards 2025. When this game was first revealed at PlayStation's State of Play February 2025, the trailer got over 1 million views and beat every PlayStation first-party game in audience polls. That kind of reaction for a debut studio is rare. Loulan the Cursed Sand is an action RPG from Chili Room, a small 16-person studio supported by Sony's China Hero project. The game is set along the ancient Silk Road in China's western regions. You play as a skeletal warrior called the Cursed Sand, a royal guard who was exiled, died, and was resurrected, searching for his lost princess across the fallen kingdom of Loulan. The story was inspired by a real archaeological discovery, the Shaohe Princess, ancient mummies found in the Silk Road desert region. Your character has 2 forms you switch between freely. Sand form wraps the body in golden sand for balanced combat and ranged abilities. Bone form is an aggressive stance built for fighting large groups up close. The perspective is isometric and top-down, inspired by classic arcade action games and the original God of War. Combat is designed around one against many encounters, where terrain, enemy placement, and your form choices all matter. The development team includes veterans from Santa Monica Studio, From Software, and Platinum Games. The setting alone makes this game unique. Almost no game has ever explored the ancient Silk Road or the real history of Loulan. Combine that with a skeleton warrior protagonist, sand magic combat, and serious development talent behind it, and you have something that deserves far more attention than it is currently getting. Neo Berlin 2087 is a cyberpunk detective action RPG from Elysium Game Studio, an independent team based in Germany. The game is set in 2087 in a version of Berlin divided into 2 worlds: the wealthy elite living in luxury behind massive city walls, and the poor surviving in the slums and wasteland outside. You play as Nolan, a troubled detective voiced by Elias Toufexis, the same actor behind Adam Jensen in the Deus Ex series. His mission starts simple: find a missing girl, but quickly pulls him into a citywide conspiracy he can't escape. The game draws from Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, and Metal Gear Solid. It runs on Unreal Engine 5 with metahuman technology for photorealistic characters. You explore an open-world Berlin in both first and third person, drive flying cars, take on missions, develop skills, and choose between direct combat and stealth, depending on how you want to play. The detective angle adds investigation mechanics that separate it from most Cyberpunk games. This is a small indie studio building something on the scale of a major AAA open-world RPG. The ambition is enormous. If you enjoy Cyberpunk 2077 or Deus Ex and want something that leans harder into the noir detective side of the genre, Neo Berlin 2087
is one of the most interesting games coming in 2026.
Blood Message is a cinematic single-player action-adventure from 24 Entertainment Loulan, published by NetEase Games. It is set in 848 AD, during the final years of the Tang Dynasty in ancient China. You play as a nameless messenger and father who must travel 1,000 miles across dangerous territory with his young son to deliver a message that could save their homeland. The developers worked with the Gansu Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism to scan real historical sites and reconstruct them accurately inside the game. Combat is realistic and brutal third-person melee with sword attacks, hand-to-hand grapples, and takedowns. The game is linear and cinematic, directly inspired by God of War in its design philosophy. Observers have also compared it to Uncharted and Assassin's Creed. It runs on Unreal Engine 5, and the production quality in the reveal trailer is remarkable. NetEase is the company behind Naraka Blade Point and Marvel Rivals, and this is their first completely single-player focused game after 2 decades in the industry. What makes Blood Message stand out is that it tells the story of ordinary people, not emperors or generals. A father and son trying to survive and do the right thing in a collapsing world. That emotional simplicity, combined with a setting most players have never experienced, makes this one of 2026's most compelling games to watch. Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy, is the 3rd entry in the Plague Tale series, developed by Asobo Studio and published by Focus Entertainment. It was announced at Summer Games Fest in June 2025. Set 15 years before A Plague Tale Requiem in 1334, it introduces a new protagonist named Sophia, a fierce young smuggler on the run who is trying to uncover the secrets of her own past. This is the first Plague Tale game without Amicia and Hugo, and Asobo said that was a deliberate, risky decision. Resonance is more action-focused than the previous games. Sophia can parry attacks and counter with finishing moves. A dual timeline mechanic lets you shift between the Middle Ages and the ancient Minoan period, with past events affecting the present. You use a Minoan sphere to manipulate light and solve puzzles tied to ancient machinery. The story takes Sophia to a cursed island built around the Minotaur myth, where the Macula, the mysterious force at the center of the entire series, returns in a new form. If you played Innocence or Requiem, this is the universe you love with a bolder, creative direction. If you have never played a Plague Tale game, Resonance is built to work as a standalone entry. Either way, Asobo has a track record of emotional, beautifully crafted games, and this one is no exception.
No Law is a first-person open-world shooter RPG from Neon Giant, the Swedish studio behind The Ascent, published by Krafton. Revealed at the Game Awards 2025, the game puts you in the boots of Gray Harker, an ex-military veteran who walked away from his past to live quietly until trouble comes knocking again. The setting is Port Desire, a sprawling cyberpunk port city carved into cliffs by the sea, where no laws exist and every decision carries real weight. The gameplay is cyber-noir FPS with serious RPG depth. Neon Giant's team previously worked on Doom and Wolfenstein, and they are building on that gun-feel heritage here. There's a bullet time mechanic similar to Max Payne, a mix of stealth and aggressive combat, and you can kill any character in the game with genuine story consequences if they matter to the plot. The city is described as fully interactive and reactive. Alternate story paths open based on your choices, and the narrative has a clear beginning, middle, and end that adapts to what you do. If you enjoyed Cyberpunk 2077 or The Ascent and want a game that leans further into brutal FPS action with a living world that pushes back against you, No Law is one of the most exciting new IPs announced in 2026.
Marvel's Wolverine is being developed by Insomniac Games, the studio behind all 3 Marvel Spider-Man titles. After a long wait since its 2021 teaser, a full gameplay trailer dropped in early 2026 and made one thing immediately clear. This is a mature-rated game. Wolverine's claws tear through enemies with a level of violence Insomniac has never shown in a Spider-Man game. The story follows Logan searching for answers about his past. Mystique and Omega Red have both
both been confirmed to appear, and the game hints at a broader X-Men world around Logan. The combat is built around what makes Wolverine specifically dangerous. His regeneration lets you absorb damage and fight through it, which changes how you approach encounters compared to any other action game. Claws are used for brutal, close-range melee, and the trailer shows environmental kills, rage mechanics, and the kind of raw physicality the character has always promised, but games have never fully delivered. Insomniac has improved their gameplay systems with every single release, and Wolverine suits their strengths perfectly. This is PlayStation's biggest exclusive of 2026. 3 exceptional Spider-Man games in a row from the same studio, and now they are taking on the most iconic X-Men with a mature rating and no compromises. September 15th is the date.
Spine is a gun-fu action game from Neki, the studio behind the Shadow Fight mobile series, and it is their first console and PC title. You play as Redline, a rebellious street artist in a cyberpunk city controlled by an AI regime called Tensor Corporation. After receiving a sentient combat implant called Spine, she gains close-quarters gun-fu abilities and sets out to rescue her captured brother. As the game progresses, the bond between Redline and Spine deepens, unlocking new powers and combinations. Combat mixes martial arts and close-range gunplay, inspired by John Wick and Hong Kong action cinema. You strike, counter, disarm, and shoot in rapid combination. A custom camera system frames every fight like an action movie scene in real time, using Neki's own animation engine called Cascadier alongside Unreal Engine 5. The result is fights that look cinematic while remaining fully player-controlled. No 2 encounters look the same. There is also a confirmed hardcore mode, where Redline's sunglasses breaking means instant death. The game was announced in 2021 and missed a 2025 window, but as of December 2025, Neki confirmed it is in final stages of development. The patience appears to be about quality. If you enjoy Sifu, John Wick, or stylish action games with a strong visual identity, Spine has been building towards something special for a long time. Aphelion is a sci-fi action-adventure from Don't Nod, the studio behind Life is Strange, Vampire, and Jusant. By 2060, Earth is uninhabitable. A newly discovered 9th planet called Persephone is humanity's last hope. The European Space Agency sends astronauts Ariane Moncler and Thomas Cross to survey it, but their ship crash lands, separating them on opposite sides of an unknown frozen world. The game was developed in direct collaboration with the real European Space Agency to ensure scientific accuracy throughout. You play as both characters in alternating chapters across 11 total, each about an hour long. Ariane's gameplay focuses on action, precision climbing with manual grab timing, a grappling hook, momentum-based traversal through Persephone's vertical, icy terrain, and tense stealth encounters against an alien creature called the Nemesis. Thomas is injured, and his sections focus on investigation, narrative, and managing oxygen. This is not Life is Strange. It is a linear thriller with no branching story, focused entirely on building tension and emotional connection between 2 people trying to reach each other across a hostile world. The game arrives day 1 on Xbox Game Pass, which means immediate access for millions of players. Don't Nod consistently delivers emotionally resonant games, and Aphelion looks like their most ambitious project yet. Mudang 2 Hearts is a stealth action game from EVR Studio, a South Korean developer making their debut title. Based on a popular Korean webtoon called Mudang, the game is set in a near-future unified Korea. A historic peace treaty has just been signed, then masked terrorists strike Seoul. You play as Ji Jung-tae, a North Korean special forces operative embedded in a South Korean unit who crosses paths with Gavi, a rising K-pop star at the center of the conspiracy. The cast includes Ho Sung-tae, known internationally from Squid Game. Gameplay gives you full freedom between stealth, close-quarters combat, and all-out aggression. The enemy AI matches your tactics. They use the same weapons, gadgets, and CQC moves you have. Heavy infantry push forward. Saboteurs wait in shadows. The stealth system supports environmental takedowns, lethal and non-lethal options, EMPs, mines, and a full arsenal of firearms. Performance capture was used with Korean film and TV actors to produce cinematic character animation that rivals major Western AAA studios. The developer has been uploading development diaries for 4 years straight. Mudang 2 Hearts is the first major Korean AAA stealth game, bringing military espionage, political conspiracy, and K-pop culture into a genre that Metal Gear Solid defined. This could be the most surprising hit of 2026. That is all 10 games. What makes this list interesting is how different every single one of them is. A cyberpunk detective RPG from Germany, an Arthurian fantasy from China, an ancient Silk Road action game, a Korean stealth thriller blending K-pop and espionage. 2026 has real range. Drop a comment below telling me which game you are most
most excited about? If any of these were new to you, let me know which one surprised you the most. If this was useful, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.